Hello, 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 hello. 'Tis I, the Hobbit House Stitcher, coming to you from a less smoky area today. Well, there has been wildfires nearby. Now, this nearby is over in the Highlands. Must be quite near to where we are in this area for it to have affected so close nearby. Now, it was supposed to be in an area that's called Dava. Now, this Dava area is, like I say, in the Highlands. And so we have been getting the wind was carrying the smoke right the way across here, all around this area. And it has been coming in this place like nothing on earth. I haven't had the windows open until just about half an hour ago. And this has been going on since yesterday afternoon. So we have had quite a bit of that, which is not fabulous. But hopefully we won't get any more of it, so that I think the firefighters have managed to put it out. And hopefully we won't get any more. It's been quite warm these past few days. So we currently have, doesn't tell me. Well, we did have not so long ago to 20 degrees, so to get the windows open is quite nice, and we can get back to proper fresh air again. Thanks. That'd be nice. No more wildfires. Thank you very much. Now, on with the show, as they say. First of all, is my one stitch at a time. Now, I've done a little bit of this. I wasn't too able to do it yesterday. I couldn't concentrate with that horrible smell. Oh, it was awful, and I couldn't concentrate properly at all. It was all around here and in the house and everything, like I say. Anyway, so however, earlier on in the day, I did manage to get a little bit done, which it's not fabulous, but I did get a bit. As you can see, I've done a little bit more of these little flowers or berries or such on the tree. Oh yes, I am coming to you from a different position. So I thought I might show you my mural and the bits that are on my mural today, and my extensive book collection. I will fill that bookcase, more than likely. Anyway, so that's as far as I've gotten with that, and that's one stitch at a time now. One stitch at a time. Now it's a stitch along with the Across the Pond Stitch and Chat. They've got a Facebook page that you can go along and have a look on there, and you can also join in on the Zoom calls, which are once a month, and there is one coming, or should be coming. I made a note. If I've got this right, there should be one on the 12th of July. It's a Saturday. And that's 8 o'clock UK time. But if you go across there, you find lots more information over there. So that's that job. Now, next. Now, next I have finished all but the borders as I've decided to put on for the Galentine's pattern as I was doing from, what's her name again? Let's have a look. Oh yes, Emily Call, www.emilycall.etsy.com, and she's also got an Instagram page, which is salt.pepper.stitching. And so it was a Valentine Gals, it's called, and it says Galentine's Day, and I've done each of the three little ladies on there. So there's my first one, as you've already seen, finished. Here's my second one, minus the border, and my third one, the final one, with an almost complete border on that one. So that's those three done, and that was done in fabric of my own colouring, and it's a Rit dye, and I think it's called Golden Yellow. I've mentioned this before in previous episodes, so you can go back and have a look in the description if you would like to know the colour, the name of the colour of that. Now, I'm getting into this. We're getting through this quickly now. What was I going to say? Oh yes. First of all, this is totally unstitch related, but I follow a Discord page. I won't go into great detail about what the Discord page is about. But anyway, I follow the Discord page and we're reading this book at the moment, and it's called The Ginger Man, and it's called by J.P. Don Levy, something like that. Anyway, it's so far quite an interesting book. It's not for the so let's just say that it can in places be a little, well, anyway, if you want to look at it, that's the cover. I've got up there. That's the cover. That's the cover. If you want to look at it, you'll know for yourself if you read it. That's all I'm going to say. It's not a bad book at the moment. Hopefully it won't get too yeah. Yes, I'm not going to say any more, because if I say any more, I don't want to put you off, because it may well be a good book in the end. I will not read too far into it, you see, so I don't want to say too much. Anyhow, however, while we're on the subject of books, let's get back to this, what we're all here for. And it's this one. This is called The Victorian Home in Cross Stitch. Now this is by Barbara Thompson and Anne Green. So Barbara Thompson and Anne Green have come away with a book which was first published in 1996. So that's quite a while ago, and I can show you some of the pictures, although I have to be careful because there's some patterns. Anyway, this is the first one. That's a double page, and we can see that one a bit better, you see. So that's got that in it. I think I might have one of those, something similar to that thing. Anyway, now what else have we got now? Oh, let's see if we can find another. Let's see if we can find another double page, because that's always easier than trying to show one with a pattern on the opposite side. So that'll be no good now, will it? Now let's have a look and see what we can find. That's one there. See what else we've got. Let's have a look. Here we go. There's another one. That's got a bedroom thing in it. There. Now you could pick out some of those little motifs, some of them anyway, and you could do that in separate motifs. Could you not? Now this is another one. This is a cushion. It's like a sort of square. It's like a square design. Yeah, that's a good one. We would do like a cup. Does anyone like china cups? Got a big thing about china cups. Dainty ones that may have been around in 18 something or another. Yes, those are really pretty. That's a nice one. It's got green on the outside and a rose on the inside. Look at that. And not only that, but you can get ones that look like stitching. They're nice. Yes, indeed. Now, this one here is, what is this? Oh, it's a night dress case. Oh, how posh. How very posh a night dress case. Again, you could pick out the little flowers. And there. For that. That's pretty. Now, what else have we got? Let's see. We need to choose ones that haven't got a double page. So that Oh yes, we can show this one. It's just a putting. Can we show it? No, best not show that because that's quite nice. But it's not a pattern, but it's still a putting together thing, and maybe perhaps that might not be. Oh, this is a good one. This is all the rooms all put together to make it look like a house. Look at that. Chuffing egg. Look at the detail in that one. Right, well, so that's that one. So that is The Victorian Home in Cross Stitch by Barbara Thompson and Anne Green. So that's that one. And we then have Renaissance Cross Stitch Samplers by Angela Wainwright. Now, Angela, when was this one? 1995 this one was first published. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. This is a pair of intricately embroidered early 17th century gloves and an initialed handkerchief, both trimmed with exquisite lace work. Good grief, look at that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Good grief. Can I put it a little closer? Look at the embroidery in that one there. My goodness, right. Oh, hang on. Let's not travel. Let's not be, moving or anything like that. Hold on a second. That's better. Right, okay, so that's that one. Now, this is part of a mid-17th century band sampler, which has a charming selection of blackwork motifs of all kinds filling the available space, at the top followed by some complex floral bands, one of which has been used for the pattern band sampler later on in this book. Goodness. Look at that. Good grief. I think that might be is it a Tudor rose? Could possibly be. Right, anyhow, let's move on and let's get into some of these patterns. Oh, that's a nice one, look. This is a dressing table set. That's honeysuckle on there. How pretty they are. Ha! Pattern. Can't do the pattern. You didn't see that, did you? Oops. I didn't realise the pattern was there. Beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Good grief, that's not good, is it? Now this is a napkin, and there's no. Oh yes, there is. Oh no, there isn't. What is that? No, it's just a picture. There's a napkin on there. Look at that. Those would be nice for just little motifs and things, wouldn't it, to fill up a space. Now, who is this lady? Oh, Jane Bostock. I think that's who that is it? Well, this is Jane Bostock's line, and presumably this is... Do we get to know who you are? No, doesn't appear to be. This could be Jane Bostock. This is the earliest surviving English sampler and can be seen in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. So that's obviously been restitched, but look at that. Crumbs. Crumbs, crumbs, crumbs. Right, do we have anything else that we can take a look-see at? No, let's have a look and see anything. No, a lot of these pages have got patterns on the page, so I can't let you see the actual thing. Well, this is a nice one, look. This is a fleur-de-lis. That's a nice one. Anyhow, that's as much as I can show you out of there. That's Renaissance Cross Stitch Samplers by Angela Wainwright is that one. And then we move on to what I have been getting in terms of stuff, as they say. Now I've managed to get these little squares of fabric online, and that's that one. And then I've got, so I've got this one. Oh, there's a mark on there. Oh no, that's not good. Anyhow, so there we go. There's another one. And then we've got a red gingham. Another floral. Another floral. And then we've got this one. Just slightly smaller than that first one. Now, I thought these might be really cool to use for any finishings of anything at all, possibly pillows and stuff like that. So I thought that might be quite nice, and they're square enough to either use the whole thing or part of it, or part of it. Indeed. Now, let's see. What else do we have? We do have some other stuff, but I can show that next time. But yes, as you will see, this is my storage system, because in where I am at the moment is the living room. So I have got, this is the back wall. This is where I have got me things. Yeah, from that way to this way, and with this much space. So not too bad, really. No craft rooms here. Would love one of those. So to all those who've got a craft room, yeah, very, 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 very jelly, as they say. Anyhow, however, we move on to the question for this week's video. Now, do you do any other crafts? Do you perhaps diamond paint? Do you paint even? What other things do you do? Or don't you do any? Perhaps you just stitch. Perhaps you even do embroidery. So if you'd like to pop that down in the comments below, that would be interesting, and I'd very much like to read those. That's better. And even if you don't do that, then what do you do with your spare time? So that would be, stick that down. You can put that down as well. Let's have it broadened. So with that, I should be off. Hopefully we'll have no more wildfires, and they'll not come this way, because that was terrible. I had washing in the kitchen. That took on the smell of the smoke that was coming in, the area, because the window being open, it was, the scent was coming, or scent, whatever was coming through. And so the washing. So luckily, that wasn't overly bad. That could have affected it all, but only some. So this is all good. Now, with that, that's another thing. do be watching some of these people that I've mentioned in previous videos. They're in the descriptions. I might add one or two more that I've recently saw. So we'll add those names in there. And that is in fact that. Do plan to do some other bits and pieces. I do want to try a modern folk embroidery. There's an alphabet that I did get recently, and I thought I might try that, but I thought I might try it in a bit more bold colours. So, anyhow, must go to have a cup of tea. Bye. See you later.